Hello everyone and welcome to Past the Post. My name is Michael Adolphs and we're going to go over some fantastic racing action here in the UAE with 4 meetings that kicked off with Al-Ain. There were 7 fixtures on the evening, starting up with a handicap 0-285 4-year-old and up purebred Arabians, 70,000 on the line over the classic distance of 10 furlongs or 2,000 meters. Nassif and Bernardo Pinheiro got the victory in this one just by a nose for trainer Salam Al-Marar. Sylvester de Sousa is back in second for Saeed Al-Shamsi's Tarweej, with AF Al-Saram and Tai Gaucher rounding out the top 3.
Nassif, who continues to fight on the inside. Nassif finding a little bit more here. Inside the 100 metres, Tarweej now headed again by Nassif. Nassif trying very hard. Tarweej fighting. Ding Dong go to the line. Inside will hold.
The second race of the evening was a maiden for 4-year-old and up purebred Arabians, 70,000 on the line over 1,800 meters or 9 furlongs. This one saw RB Epic and Hamad Al Busaidi, who's been making some waves recently, get the victory. He won by a length over Kuhail Green. The winning trainer was Ibrahim Al-Hadrami.
RB Epic inside the 250 metre mark has got 3 lengths advantage on Kuhail Green, who's trying to fight back with a furlong left to travel. It's RB Epic from Kuhail Green, the only danger. RB Epic, Kuhail Green trying to find some more, but RB Epic's done enough. RB Epic a length on the line.
The third race of the evening was a 0-265 handicap, 4-year-old and up purebred Arabian, 70,000 on the line, 1,800 meters to go or 9 furlongs. The win was an exciting one as Abdulaziz Al-Balushi guided Samurai Al-Zaman to win by a nose at the wire over AF Al-Tab. Tai Gaucher was aboard the runner-up for Ernst Artel. Charlie Bennett was back in third with Sama Al-Garbia. The winning trainer was Hamidi Al-Mahida.
Samar Al-Garbia running straight, issuing a nice challenge to Atab, who's trying to fend him off. In Samurai Al-Zaman continues to cut into the margin. Good finish. Samurai Al-Zaman, the outside, swats them over the top and wins.
Fourth race of the evening at Al-Ain was also a maiden, 4-year-old and up purebred Arabian, 70,000 on the line once again, also over the 9 furlongs or 1,800 meters. This one saw the Yas Racing Silks of His Highness Sheikh Mansour gain another victory on the season, going 1-2 in this one. Nufa Al-Wathba winning with Saif Al-Balushi for Khalifa Al-Niadi over Oscar Chavez and Sabir for Jean-Claude Bacou. The final margin of victory was a length. Back in third was AJS Naifa for Bernardo Pinheiro and Kais Aboud.
It's Nufal Al-Wathba, though, that's finding plenty under Saif Al-Balushi. Nufal Al-Wathba and AJS Naifa not wanting to run straight here is Sabir all over the shop. Then came Jap Afnan. Nufal Al-Wathba, though. Nufal Al-Wathba, and getting going here in the final stages of the race was Arif. Won't get there. Nufal Al-Wathba, your winner.
The fifth race of the night was a maiden for 4-year-old and up UAE-bred purebred Arabians over that dirt, 70,000 and over 1,600 meters or a mile. The winner in the end was DH Samet, with Sandro Peva getting another win for his common partner, Saif Al-Marar. The final margin of victory was 2 lengths over AF Zim, with Tai Gaucher and Ernst Artel having another good run in the day. Shatha AW was back in third for Yas Racing and Ray Dawson.
DH Samad has their measure at the moment. Zeem, here comes Shatha AW. It's DH Samad, the one to chase, though, from next him running there, Zeem and Shatha AW third. But DH Samad continuing the run, Sandro Paiva and Saif Al-Marar. DH Samad goes on to win well.
The sixth race of the night was a handicap from 0-80 rated 4-year-old and up purebred Arabian, 70,000 on the line. This one was an interesting one, going over the 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs. Ray Dawson made up for his third place finish in the previous race to win here with AR Mouj. Ibrahim Al-Hadrami got his second win of the evening. Back in second was Sam Hitchcock in the Al-Sail colours for Tony Gamal. Kahela was the runner-up, with Naif in third.
Kahela trying to stave off AR Mouj, who's coming with every bound. AR Mouj, though, getting the better in the late stages. AR Mouj goes back to back. Half a length on Kahela, who was brave to the line, narrowly defeated.
And the final race of the evening at Al-Ain was a handicap 0-285, 4-year-old and up purebred Arabians worth 70,000, and this one going over the 1,000 meters or a straight dash sprint, as they like to do at the end of the night at Al-Ain as always. Kais Aboud, always good with his sprinters, got another victory on the night for Abdulaziz Al-Balushi, this time with AF Omamayas. AF Munania gave Kais a 1-2 finish, with Kais Al-Busaidi aboard that one. HK's Zafrana was back in third.
The near side, El Momayaz works forward along with Hauzan by Nuna. Then came the near side as well was Munafia. It's in front, El Momayaz. El Momayaz coming clear here. The Obud Tsunami descends. El Momayaz goes on to win for the Sprint King. Beats home. Next in running, Munafia.
We head over to HQ Meydan on Friday evening. It was February 14th, Valentine's Day, and we kicked things off for the first of 8 races, a handicap for those same Purebred Arabians, the only race for them on the evening. This one over 10 furlongs or 2,000 meters on the dirt and worth 140,000 dirhams. Salb was a thrilling victor riding up the rail, winning nicely, giving Hamad Al-Busaidi his second win of the weekend. Ibrahim Al-Hadrami got his third of the weekend, while Jules Mobian and Eric Lamartinel's Tahana Wathba ran well to be second, beaten just under a half length. Bindi's Day was third.
Tahan El Wathba who finds a little bit more here, beats off Amar. Then came Sandstorm AA, who's working into the race here at big time, followed by Indy's Day. It's Tahan El Wathba and AFR Farm working through the inside, and Salb coming up the inside. Salb working through from last. He's taken the short way home here, and Salb sneaks up the inside. Good ride, Hamad Al-Busaidi.
The second race of the night was the first of the weekend for the Thoroughbreds. This is a handicap 65 to 85, 3-year-olds and up on the turf over 10 furlongs. Valdivia flexed his versatility after a win on the dirt earlier this season, now winning on the grass for Ahmed bin Harmish. Connor Beasley was aboard, getting his first victory of the weekend. Kathab was back in second in the Shadwell colours of Her Highness Sheikh Hissa. Abdulaziz Al-Balushi aboard for Ali Al-Badwawi. Natural World rounded out the top 3.
Natural World here with 100 to go. Valdivia working through. Katab. It's Valdivia. Katab trying late. Valdivia, baby.
This is a horse that proved on the dirt going a distance of ground today, going a distance of ground. He's just a bit of a grinder.
Valdivia is a nice horse, but, we prefer for him the turf. He's doing very well in the turf, better than the dirt. Since when the track was fast in the dirt, it was suit him. When the track is going too slow, like he doesn't like it that much. That's why we decide to come back again here.
He needs to kind of he has a nice strong finish to him. You're saying on the dirt that he needs more pace in front of him?
Should be, yeah. With the more pace, it could suit him very well. And we know him, don't forget, he's by Demarchelier. He's back to Dubawi, and Demarchelier was running the turf in US. This is why suit him the turf. I think we're going to stuck with him in the turf, and we see how is the rating, and we can keep going with him in the turf.
The third race of the evening was for the 3-year-olds. This one, a 1,400 meter or 7 furlong affair. Non-winners of 2 worth 175,000 dirhams. Sir Harmony flexed his speed and never looked back from the get-go under Connor Beasley, giving him a natural double along with Ahmed bin Harmish. He sped to the front with Nadawi chasing him, and they finished just like that in the end. Diamond Dealer ran on well to be third for Bhupat Simar.
It is Sir Harmony, though, and he's a big winning contender now inside the 300, still trying to break away with 4 lengths in hand from Nadawi. Diamond Dealer Awab's been outpaced. Here is Sir Harmony. He's had a geld 3 starts ago. He picked up a nice win here 2 starts ago at Jebel Ali. Nadawi tries to run on and Diamond Dealer, but they can do no more. Here is a second win for Sir Harmony, and back-to-back winners for Connor Beasley and Ahmed bin Harmish.
Sir Harmony today, a lot better than last time at Jebel Ali. What was kind of the difference of getting his mind going straight today?
Yeah, I mean, listen, obviously he won nicely up the hill 2 starts back and did that really well, but then the next time he sort of blips, didn't he, and didn't really show his promise and performance, what we know he's got. So, good option by the boss to bring him here, really. Obviously there was a race tomorrow for him at Jebel Ali, but connections and the boss opted to come here, so we just thought obviously a bend just might get him back on his hocks a little bit, and get him to obviously breathe and do it the right way, and luckily enough it has. So delighted for him. Obviously he's got the 7 nicely there tonight. He's got plenty of ability, so whatever he does this season, he's obviously won twice now, but he's going to be a much finished article there next season, I dare say.
I know he's going a couple of clips there, about 10 and change, a couple in the middle there. And he did finish fairly well. How did he feel under you? Did he feel like he saw the 7 out all the way through?
Listen, it was hard to tell. Obviously, I never got challenged, so obviously I never got pressured for anything. But at the same time, I was probably looking for a little bit of company coming towards the line. But I think his natural speed and natural ability has obviously won the race from the gates, really. And you know, once his mind grows up and you know he sort of takes everything in, I dare say he will see it out properly in the future. You know.
The fourth race of the night was a 60-80 handicap. This one a 5 furlong dash on the turf on the straight course. Marca Cole gave Lorenzo Pazzullo a historic first victory in the UAE. The young Italian jockey was over the moon, getting the win for Julio Alascuaga. Marca Cole beat out Al Musin by a length and a quarter in the end, with Matt Loop back in third.
It is Marca Cole, the leader, with Putzulu in the saddle here, trying to steal it from the front here as well. He's got a nice break of 3 or 4 lengths on Matt Lube, Hobble Salam, Million Doro, Al Musin from the back along with Ocean Runner. Up in front though, Marca Cole could have stolen this here. Marca Cole with 4 lengths in hand from a fast finishing Al Musin, Matt Lube, Million Doro. He's wayward in the late stages, but Marca Cole by a length and a half.
Lorenzo Pazzullo got his first win in the UAE. It has to be pretty exciting with Marca Cole out there. Even more exciting, you had to go wire to wire, gate to wire there.
Yeah. Look, it's an amazing feeling to win here in Meydan. I had to draw wide and but it's like 1,000 meters on the straight. So the plan was to try to get the cover, but I had plenty of speed, so couldn't get the cover. I just went for the front and let him gallop, and the horse, he went really wide. He had really good speed.
He was. I saw you looking around at the end, looking to see if anybody was coming.
Yeah. Like I look a little bit like to see if anyone was coming around, but I couldn't see anyone. I say, yeah, it's over. Like I gonna win now. Yeah. So yeah.
The fifth race of the night was a handicap over a mile, 70-90 rated on the dirt, 190,000 dirhams on the line. On Valentine's Day, it was only appropriate that Cupid's Dream would win. Sylvester de Sousa was aboard for Musaba Al-Mahari. Mount Kosciuszko was back in second, with Danny Tudhope for Julio Alascuaga. Al Raed was back in third.
They swing the bend now here, and it is Million Doro pops off. Cupid's Dream is something to be beaten here in the race. Inside the 400 metres, Cupid's Dream tracks into the race very well. Million Doro next from Mount Kosciuszko. It's Cupid's Dream from Mount Kosciuszko. Cupid's Dream taking the short way home here. Mount Kosciuszko the only threat. Cupid's Dream 2.5 lengths in advance of Mount Kosciuszko. The omen of the night, and the arrow hits its mark here on Valentine's Day. Cupid's Dream streams away to win. Cupid's Dream by 3 lengths beats home Mount Kosciuszko.
Had him out there. Heard you talking earlier to Rishi that he travels so well and kicks on. Has he been showing you that in the morning?
Yeah, he does. He has placed well at home, and he's been very unlucky, and dropping back in trip we thought would be suitable for him, and he's a horse we just have to keep him fresh, and he delivered the way he did, but I don't think it was a strong race on the paper, but he done very nicely.
The feature of the evening was the Lincoln Aviator Presidential Race, a handicap 90-100 for 3-year-olds and up, worth 350,000 dirhams and over 7 furlongs on the grass. Creative Story was well backed here and ran like it. William Buick got the victory for Charlie Appleby and Godolphin. 8-year-old veteran Al Salt ran on admirably to finish second under Bernardo Pinheiro, giving Ali Al-Badwawi his second runner-up effort of the evening. El Nasib was back in third for Musaba Al-Mahari.
Salam's going to try and do it from barrier to box. He's 2.5 lengths here inside the 500 on Vercors. Al Nasib, he seems to be handling the grass at the moment. Then came Native Approach from Creative Story, looking for a way to angle clear. Here is Buick. Andreas Versalius next from Investo. Salam continuing on with it up in front from Al Nasib. Creative Story having to work hard here as well. Salam up in front still with enough an advantage here, but Creative Story now starts to get on level terms along with Al Nasib. Creative Story in the final stages streams clear to win. Al Salt's going to run into second here tightly. Margin on the line, a length.
This horse today looked like you tried to keep him quiet, tipped him out. He delivered for you.
He did, very similar to last time really. Probably more economical route this time.
He's a real straightforward horse. Does what you ask of him. He relaxes, travels good, and picks up for you. So, I really like him. He's really coming together now, and I'm sure the team can sit down and map out a plan for him. He's fingers crossed. He's a good deal better than this.
The seventh race of the night was a handicap 55 to 75 rated horses, 3-year-olds and up, thoroughbreds, on the dirt 165,000, over a stamina sapping 11 furlongs or 2,200 meters. Mashkour got his second victory of his career, giving Marwan Abadeh his second win in as many weeks at the carnival. Pat Dobbs was aboard, subbing in for Audrey de Vries. Havandi was back in second, running admirably in his first dirt try. Mouser finished third.
Havandi could have given him the slip. He's gone clear by 2.5 lengths in the 2200. Mashkour trying to level up. Havandi, a tired horse here, back onto the dirt. Here's Mashkour leveling up. Mashkour issuing a challenge here to Havandi in the final stages of the race. Marwan Abadeh looking for back-to-back winners here at Meydan. Havandi very, very brave on the inside, beating off Mashkour at the moment. Mashkour, though, finding more in the late stages, and it's back-to-back winners for Abadeh here at Meydan. Mashkour goes on to win by a half.
You've got a win here at Meydan. You got a dream come true last week. How did it feel this week?
It feels amazing, honestly. This horse is a story on its own. I've got him since he was 2. He ran a couple of good races in Jebel Ali, and since then I couldn't get his form back. He had a couple of issues here and there, like normal things, and I couldn't find a race for him in Jebel Ali. So I ran him in a mile. It was too sharp for him. And thankfully, he ended up with a win today in 2,200 meters.
Seeing that extra distance, he just plugs along. He's got such stamina.
Yeah, exactly. Patrick Dobbs told me that he needs the same distance or 2,000 at least. Don't go any under than that. So we'll try finding him another race or laying him for the season.
And the nightcap of the evening was a Lincoln Navigator race, handicapped 70 to 90 for 3-year-olds and up, 7 furlongs or 1,400 meters. No retreat, back on just a week's rest, didn't make light of it for Pat Dobbs, giving Fauzi Ness a victory on the night. Warsong was back in second, with Thorson Valor in third.
Thorson Valor, the leader from Ilzet Ailes. Warsong tries to work through and getting the gap now. Deep Hope, Al Abed, deeper out, no retreat, coming with a big run. Thorson Valor, Warsong, no retreat with every bound, swallowing them up. Warsong and no retreat. Warsong, no retreat, down to the line and no retreat. No retreat, gets there in a nick of time.
We head over to Jebel Ali on Saturday for its biggest card of the year. 7 fixtures were up for grabs, including the Jebel Ali Sprint and the Jebel Ali Mile. But things kicked off, as they always do, with the Purebred Arabians in a handicap not 290 rated, 4-year-olds and up, worth 80,000 and over 7 furlongs on the straight course. Hamad Al-Busaidi got his 3rd victory of the weekend and gave Ibrahim Al-Hajami his 4th in the process, winning by 3 1/4 lengths over Maestro. AF Thawarti was back in 3rd. The second race of the evening was the Emirates Airline Cup. 0 to 100 rated 3-year-old and up thoroughbreds, 96,000 on the line, and some salty figures in here, including Mersal, who could not be caught with the drop back in class. Sylvester de Sousa got another win on the weekend for Musaba Al-Mahari. Yotard, the market leader, was valiant in second, while Wanis in the Shadwell colors finished 3rd. The third race of the afternoon was a maiden for 4-year-olds and up thoroughbreds on that dirt course, 60,000 on the line over a straight 6-furlong dash. Inner City with Danny Tudhup from Musaba Al-Mahari gave the trainer a natural double within the card. Cabret was in second for Nazar Askar, Sylvester de Sousa, and Bupat Simar, with the final margin of victory being just over 3 lengths. Shuf Dubai rounded out the top 3. The ESS Stakes followed, this one a 5-furlong dash for the sprinting 3-year-olds, and saw a fantastic performance with Dubé winning out nicely over Nahash. The final margin of victory was 6.5 lengths. The son of Bolt Dora was a $100,000 purchase at Fasig Tipton's Midlattic May 2-year-old in training sale last May, and wears those flashy silver colors of Faisal Al-Qatani's FMQ stables. Chrono King rounded out the top 3. Ty Gaucher was aboard the winner. The co-feature of the afternoon was the Jebel Ali Sprint. This was a listed affair, 500,000 dirhams on the line, and 1,000 meters straight dash for the fastest horses in the country. Royal Commando got his second win at Jebel Ali this season and second win in a row, with a valiant performance beating out Pontos. Rassas rallied well for third. The only disappointment was Color Up, who finished fifth in his defense attempt.
Jebel Ali Sprint goes to Royal Commando Bernardo Pinheiro with a beautiful ride up the inside. Just take us through it. It looked like Pontos was out there being pretty aggressive on the front, and you had your eye on him the whole time.
You know, the sprint races, everything needs to go right, in the right time and the momentum. So this horse is a very quality horse. He ran last time. I didn't choose him because I thought 2 years no run, 62 kilo would be hard. And he still ran brave and beat me in the line. And today, of course, I jumped back on him. He was super, you know, he pulled up very well. All the congrats for Sal and the team. So my personal plan was to stay there on the fence because I have the inside draw. And I rode the other horse, the stablemate, 3 times. I know he pretty fast. And I know once he put under pressure, he hangs out a bit. So I didn't speak with nobody. My plan in my mind was to sleep on the fence. And I knew once Zafi pressed his horse in front, the opportunity would appear for me. So I just wait patient, and my horse, you know, even when the room was tight, he ran brave home and he won well, you know. So thank God all the plans went through well and I got the winning.
The sixth race and co-feature is the Jebel Ali Mile. This is a listed affair, 700,000 on the line, over 1,600 meters, and the richest race at Jebel Ali on the season. Karib was valiant in victory, finally getting back in the W column for the 8th time in his 32nd start. Sylvester de Sousa got another win on the day, as did Musaba Al-Mahari's Oasis Stables. Sadati was back in second as the market favorite, with Majestic Pride finishing third. Karib will no doubt point to the Godolphin Mile out of this race.
Sylvester de Sousa gets it done in the richest race of the season here, the Jebel Ali Mile in Karib. It looked like, I mean, there was a lot of pace out there, but it looked like you just tried to stay down inside as long as you could.
Yeah, and obviously he's a high-class horse, and he's been run to me a couple of good races at Meydan, and he's been very unlucky a couple of times, bumping into good horses. But he shows today he got a talent, and he's got a class for this kind of rate. He is at the moment, and I was happy they were injecting the pace on the race. They went hard in front. I thought they'd come back a bit easier to me than what they did, but the horses respond well when he hits the rising ground, you know?
Yeah, he's got such a grind to him, such an action that, you know, you just know he's going to give you everything once you ask him. When were you pretty confident that you had them?
I thought it looks like he was going to finish fourth, and I switched him to the inside, and he changed leads there. And soon he changed that. He went for a deep breast, and he just found another breast into him, and he just climbed up the hill nicely, you know. In the end, he won quite comfortably.
And the final race of the afternoon at Jebel Ali was the Alawir Maiden Stakes, a maiden for 4-year-olds and up thoroughbreds, 60,000 on the line, over 1,950 meters. Al-Sayef and Al-Zami made sure that Michael Costa and his Highness Sheikh Ahmed's Jebel Ali stables didn't go home empty-handed by finishing 1-2. Tactical Bound was back in third. Final margin of victory was just about a neck. And the final meeting of the weekend went over at the Capitol, where we had Abu Dhabi Gold Cup Day, kicking off with the Abu Dhabi Fillies Classic, a pure Arabian conditions affair over 1,400 meters on the turf and worth 800,000 dirhams. Ernst Ertel, Taigo Shea, and Kala Khalifa Al Nabudo got on the board for the weekend, this time with AF Sakara, beating out Nassim Bainuna by a quarter length. Back in third was AS Ma'den.
SS Rawa getting tired with 200 to go and being swallowed up the outside now by AF Sakara and also Nassim Bainuna. AF Sakara, Nassim Bainuna with every stride getting closer in the first here. Tight one down to the line, AF Sakara.
The second race of the evening was a conditions affair, its brother race, the Abu Dhabi Colts Classic, 100,000 on the line for the 4-year-old Colts and Geldings bred in the UAE. Jab Abeya won nicely here for Kais Abu Saidi and Irfan Alahi. AF Ajira was in second for Kala Khalifa Al Nabuda. And rounding out the top three was Omoto Wasim for Ibrahim Al-Hadrami and in-form Connor Beasley.
Jappa Bayer steams through the middle of the line here for Case Al Basaidi. He comes clear from El Motawasim. AF Al Ajra running on in the late stages. Jappa Bayer the leader. Jappa Bayer from El Motawasim and AF Al Ajra. But it's going to be Jappa Bayer. Jappa Bayer, well steered Case Al Basaidi, took the short way home.
Third race of the evening was the Group 3 Liwa Oasis that saw Al-Layth continue his big season, and his 115 rating continues to rise. Ahmed Al-Bahari trains this one with Ben Cohen once again in the saddle. A.R. Rawa was back in second for Connor Beasley and Ibrahim Al-Hadrami, with Bazam Al-Wathba rounding out the top three in their Zias Racing colors for Majid Al-Johori and Abdulaziz Al-Balushi. The final margin of victory was a length and 3/4.
Al-Layth by 3 lengths. Basim Al-Wathba, A.R. Rawa trying. Al-Layth the inside. A.R. Rawa trying with every stride, but Al-Layth's got him run and done. Al-Layth in the Liwa Oasis by a length and a half.
Fourth race of the evening was the Arabian Triple Crown Round 1. The listed affair was 1,600 meters and worth 230,000 dirhams. Ahmed Al-Bahari got his second win of the evening, as did Ben Cohen. Al-Awaiq was back in second for Al-Motasim Al-Balushi and Fahad Al-Hazri. Al-Faith rounded out the top three for Hadrami and Beasley. Final margin of victory was a length and 1/4.
Rasasi still holding them at bay here. Al-Fati in second, trying to close aloft with Al-Awaiq. But Rasasi, as the post comes, gets further and further in front here. Rasasi about 3 lengths clear of Al-Awaiq, who's run a good run over from Oman, but Rasasi too good.
Al-Wathba Stallions Cup Affair, 0 to 100, followed over the 2,200 meters or 11 furlongs. Solomio Amari was very impressive here, winning by 3.5 lengths for Sandro Peva and Adil Mushahi. Danny Tudhope finished second with Only Smoke, while E.S. Houdani finished out the top three for Bernardo Pinheiro.
Solmio El Mori, though, the one to chase. Solmio El Mori coming clear from Only Smoke, running on from the back. Sudani. Haroon can do no more with Najood. Solmio El Mori for Sandro Paiva goes on to win by 3.5.
The feature of the night and one of the big races of the year for the Arabians was the Group 1 Abu Dhabi Gold Cup. 1 million dirhams was on the line. They're over their 2,200 meters, featuring a salty field that included multiple Group 1 winners. This 11-furlong affair went to the classiest of all of them, First Class, who regained his form nicely, winning his third Group 1 affair in the UAE and 6th lifetime. The 8-year-old is trained by Doug Watson and got a new rider in Connor Beasley on the day. Hamim finished well to be second for Danny Tudhope and Abdullah Hamadi, while well-fancied Ajrat Athba finished out the top three for Sylvester de Sousa and Majid Al-Johori. The win was Doug Watson's 14th Group 1 with Purebred Arabians.
It's Hamim all out. Barwan works through. Look at Ajrat Athbar needing a run. Hamim First Class hits the lead. Ajrat Athbar trying Dia from the back along with Barwan, but it's First Class winding back the clock in the Abu Dhabi Gold Cup. First Class comes clear to win under Beasley.
The 7th race of the evening, and nightcap finishing out the weekend of racing in the UAE, was a maiden for 3-year-olds, 66,000 on the line, over 7 furlongs. This one, the only race for thoroughbreds on the evening, was won by Damis, giving His Highness Sheikh Ahmed's Jebel Ali colours another win on the weekend. Ray Dawson was aboard for Michael Costa, winning by 3.25 lengths over Whitegate. Connor Beasley on the runner-up, while Case Abu Saidi piloted Could She Be Magic rounded out the top three.
Shimmering Pearls swished on by, has flown past her in the final stages here, and Shimmering Pearl gets to La Senora. La Senora fighting back with Whitegate. Shimmering Pearl all done with Damis down the outside. Damis storming from the back of the field. Ray Dawson takes the last. Damis comes away to win convincingly. 3 lengths on the line.
Now let's take a look at the championship standings. His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Rashid Al Maktoum continues to lead all. He has 30 victories and 21 seconds. In second is Yas Racing with 28 victories. Kala Khalifa Al Nabuda got a couple wins this weekend to go to 22. Godolphin continues to climb with 14 victories, with Al Ajban Stables rounding out the top 5 with 11. Among the trainers, we have a tie at the top of the standings, with Michael Costa and Musaba Al-Mahari for the first time this season with the same amount of victories. Technically, Michael Costa has the lead as he has 21 seconds to 19 for Musaba. Bhupat Simar continues to climb behind them with 26 victories, with Ernst Ertel in 4th place with 25, and Ibrahim Al-Hadrami with 22. And as far as the championship for jockeys, Tygo Shea has the lead, seeking his record-extending 13th championship. His 37 victories are 6 ahead of Silvestre de Sousa, who continues to climb. Connor Beasley is also with 31 in 3rd, Bernardo Pinheiro in 4th with 24, and Ben Cohen tied with him in 24, rounding out the top 5. Let's look ahead at what's coming up this week. On February 21st, we have multiple pattern affairs at Meydan kicking off the racing weekend. That's Friday and also features the Al Bastakia and UAE Oaks for those exciting 3-year-olds, as well as the Balanchine for our turf fillies and mares. We go to the capital on the 22nd in Abu Dhabi on Saturday afternoon, and on Sunday round out the racing weekend at Al-Ain. We thank you for tuning in and hope to see you here next week on Past the Post. My name is Michael Adolphson. I hope you had a great week, and we look forward to an even better one this week. May all your photo finishes be winning ones.